So in a way it was plants that first introduced me to the labyrinth. I was in Ireland studying herbal medicine, and for the summer I'd volunteered on a permaculture farm, and they'd given us the task of replenishing what they termed a herb spiral. It wasn't until 2 years after that, and I'd returned to England and was making a replica of this herb spiral, that I came across labyrinths and recognised that the herb spiral was also a 3-circuit labyrinth. So that sent me off on this path of working with the labyrinth and nature connection and the subtle energies of plants and nature. This is a classical 7-circuit design, and it's believed to be the oldest known labyrinth. Essentially, one of the things that walking a labyrinth does is brings us into our bodies. In the Western world in particular, we have a very mind-dominant perspective. We've kind of severed ourselves off from the neck down, from our bodies. We don't feel with our bodies. We don't really use our senses in the way that we used to when we were living closely to nature. And this goes back to our ancestors and our roots as hunter-gatherers. As a hunter-gatherer, our senses would have been acutely honed into the natural environment, and we would have been immersed within the environment. There'd be no separation. You would feel yourself as a part of nature, and that's what we've lost in the modern world. And that's essentially what this work of working with the labyrinth and working with plants and nature connection, that's what we're doing, is reclaiming that ancient part of ourselves. So in order to connect deeply to the outer environment, we first need to connect with our bodies and to an inner environment, in this sort of feeling sense awareness, which is kind of a listening state, really. And we need to slow down. In the Western world, everything's 100 miles an hour. So when we get to know the plants, animals and elements of our land at this deep level, it evokes a long forgotten ancestral coding within ourselves, within our cells, within our bones, within our DNA, of a time of when we used to live closely to the land.